Hey everybody, it's Matthew from Quick Start Coach and Web's Best Marketing, and I am welcoming you back to day 7 of the 30-day list building challenge, where we are going to build a 250-person email list in just 30 days using free traffic sources. Now, this is going to be an interesting 30 days because you're following along with me and you get to see all the ups and the downs, and hence the subject of today's email: everything is messed up and it's okay. Because what inevitably happens when you take on a challenge or a task like this, especially if you're doing it part-time and it's not your full-time job, is things aren't going to go the way that you planned. You're going to plan on doing something on a particular day, and then for some reason, you're not going to be able to do it. Things rarely go the way that you plan it. Now, we set up a promotion plan for how we had planned on promoting when we started here at the very beginning, and I've already blown the promotion plan, and that's okay. Because what you have to remember is that all of this is a journey. It's an experimentation. And that's why I wanted you to see that I mess up too. I've been doing this for 20 years, but I can't stay on the plan exactly as I lay it out before I even start, because no plan survives contact with the enemy, to bring up that old saying. Once you get out there, your enemy to trying to get things done in your business is everything in the rest of your life and the world at large. So things are going to come up. People are going to get sick. There's going to be emergencies, and you're going to have to shift and adjust around all of that. And that's okay. And that's what's going on with us. So just hold on a minute. I'm going to bring up our promotion plan here, and I'm going to show you how badly things are messed up. Because you know what we're going to do today? We're going to get things back on track, and we're going to recover from the chaos that everything is currently in right now. And you're going to watch and see how that I suffer from the same things you do and how I solve it. So let's go ahead. I'm going to bring up screen share here, and we're off. Okay. All right. So in one of the earlier videos, we created this 30-day challenge promotion plan, which was in Google Docs. And we went through and we were very diligent at the beginning, as very often people are when they're first starting on some journey. Everything is nicely organized and arranged. And we decided we were going to promote these 3 reports. And we created the email for one of them for the Instagram Bible. And we got our first promotion out there. And we decided what we were going to work on every day and what we were going to promote. And that is great. And that is the ideal that we wanted to shoot for. But it wasn't really very realistic given the challenges of real life and the fact that there's a lot of things to running my business other than just doing the 30-day challenge. So let's take a look at that promotion calendar. If I click down here on the bottom tab, I created 2 tabs or 2 sheets. And this was our promotion calendar. So we started on Friday and we said, we're going to promote Instagram Bible. And then we said we weren't going to start promoting on the Your Viral Network until Saturday, and then we were going to promote Maximum Launch Profits and Profit Maximizer. And then on Sunday, we were going to do that. Well, do you know what day it is today? It's Tuesday. Here we are Tuesday. So what did we actually promote over this period of time? That's a good question. Well, we didn't promote Maximum Launch Profits or Profit Maximizer at all. We only promoted Instagram Bible. And we only promoted it in 2 places. We promoted it out via Supercharged Solo Ad, and then we also promoted it out via the Your Viral Network. But you can see I didn't even update the spreadsheet after the last video that we did, where we sent that out from all the other sites on day 6. And that was yesterday. So technically, this one, well, I guess it was Sunday. I did it on Sunday, released it on Monday for the replay. So on Sunday, I sent out Instagram Bible to the Your Viral Network. So as we had originally said, we were going to set up a coloring scheme. You can see this one's red, and because nothing was sent on those days, and this one is green because it was actually sent out. So if I take a look, this one should be green too. So I'm going to pull down a little paint bucket, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark it green. I think that close enough, but let's use a shape lighter. There we go. Okay, so this one went out here, this one went out here. We didn't send anything here because we hadn't planned on it. We hadn't sent anything here, and we didn't send anything at all on Saturday. So I need to select all of the Saturday, and I need to mark them all as red. Let's see if I can get the red right. Oh, close enough. And then we didn't send Profit Maximizer on Sunday out via Supercharged Solo Ads. So that one has to be red. I'm getting my reds mixed up, but you get the idea. And I didn't send that out. So of all of these, and then Monday, we didn't plan on doing anything yet, but we didn't send anything at all out on Monday. So we got to mark that all red. Okay, now because I'm neurotic, this one's bothering me because it's a different color. Okay, there we go. So when we look at the schedule of, well, what did we get done in those first 4 days promoting in the challenge? Well, we only promoted 2 days in 2 different places, but that's okay because we're just getting started out. And this is going to take time for you to get consistent. Over the long run, the key to success in building your list is going to be consistent. And right now, when the system's new and you haven't been using it, it's totally okay that you're missing some of these days. It's totally fine. What you have to do is just try to get things back on track. If you miss a day, try to make sure it's not 2 days. Try to get it that second day. So we're here on Tuesday. My goal is I got to get back on track here a little bit today. I'm not going to be able to get everything back to where I want it today, but I'm going to get a start and you're going to follow along with me. So there's 2 places we've been promoting things. We've been promoting things via Supercharged Solo Ads, and we've also been promoting things on Your Viral Network. And we've been promoting Instagram Bible, and then we want to promote these other ones tested out, but I haven't written the emails yet to do that. I'm going to actually do that later today, but not in this session. I'm going to record a couple of bonus sessions where I create emails for Maximum Launch Profits and Profit Maximizer. If you want to watch those and follow along, they'll be available on the channel. If you want to skip them and you want to spend your time sending ads, that's okay too. But if you want to see exactly how I come up with the wording for those emails, it's just a little extra bonus content. But we need to get back on track. So what do we got to do that? Well, we signed up for a lot of safe lists in the last session. And if you were following along with me with that, then your inbox is probably looking a little bit like mine, which is inundated. Okay, so here is my inbox that you're seeing on your screen now for the email address where I signed up for all the safe lists. Now, remember, the way a safe list works is other members send you mail. You earn credits by going and visiting their websites in their emails. And then from that, then you can use those credits to send your mails out to everybody. So I'm getting hundreds of emails a day, and that's the way safe lists work. And all of these things, this is not a problem in the fact that every one of these emails, if I go click on it and click the link and earn the credits, gives me an opportunity to send my mail to 15 more people if I'm a free member at these sites that are all part of my network. So if I go and I read this one, Cast a Wider Net Over Your Pond, and click the link, I'm going to earn 15 credits. So let's go to this one, like Program Jumping Wearing You Out. This one's from Your Viral Traffic. Go ahead and read this, and then click to earn my mailing credits. And that's going to pop up the site in a new tab here, as you can see. And it's going to go ahead and it's going to make me wait 15 seconds. I got to look at this page for 15 seconds. If I find it interesting, I might want to click on it and go ahead and opt in. And then once it's done, it's going to say that I've earned 15 credits. And now that it's done that, added 15 credits, I can close this tab and I can go back to my email. I'm done with this email now. And I can go ahead and let's say I could archive it and just get it out of there. So it's no longer in my inbox. Now, I could work my way down through these, just clicking from top to bottom and earning as many credits as I can at all of these different sites. That would be one approach to doing this. But it's not the best approach. And the reason is that, as I said in the last session, for you to really get good and for you to really be able to focus on where your signups are coming from and increase the number of people you're putting on your list, you have to know which sites are delivering you the visitors that are turning into signups at the highest rate. And then you have to concentrate your attention. 80% of your signups are going to come from 20% of the sites that you use. It's Pareto's 80-20 rule. And that's the reality. So if you just are randomly choosing on whatever emails happen to be in your inbox right now, you're not going to necessarily maximize your credits at the best sites. You need to go through here and you need to say, hey, if my tracking shows the top tier mailer is good, I want to just click and earn credits from top tier mailer. And you can see while we're talking, I'm getting more and more emails added in here just while we're talking because so many emails get sent out of safe lists. And you want to be able to organize this and have this keep track, because buried somewhere in all of these emails is also emails like this one, my member information for your viral list, or a notification saying that I got a new sign up for one of the lead capture pages. So I need this organized so that I can go straight to the websites that I need to earn the mails from. And the way to do that is with Gmail filters. So one way to get your chaos under control, which is what we're suffering from right now, is to use Gmail filters. Well, how do Gmail filters work? What a Gmail filter does is that you can set it up in your Gmail account and you can say, when emails come in from this particular person, don't put them in my inbox. Instead, put them in their own folder. So that's what I'm going to do here today. Well, how do you set that up? Well, first of all, you have to pick one of the things you want to filter. So we just got this email in here from 10x Mailer. So if I go ahead and click on that, it's going to show me that this was, an email from 10x Mailer, somebody promoting their lead capture page. Eugene, actually, who's one of my coaching clients. And so this email came from 10x Mailer. What I want is I want all the mails from 10x Mailer to go into a particular folder. And that is just for 10x Mailer mails. So the way I do that is I want to go ahead and I want to set up an email looking for mails coming from 10x Mailer. Well, how will I know that? Well, they come from a particular email address. So you can see it shows here from 10x Mailer to me. And if I click on show details, it shows me the email address it came from. And it came from this email address, memberalert@mail.10xmailer.com. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that to my clipboard. Okay. And then what I can do is I can go back to my inbox. So when I come back here to my inbox, now I just want to pull down this little show search options pull down right here. You can see it's kind of hidden a little bit by this random loading sign. But if I pull that down, then it's going to allow me to change the search. And what I want to do is I want to paste in here that I'm looking for emails that are from memberalert@mail.10xmailer.com. So then it's going to say, okay, I could search. I could click this blue button to search. But rather than searching for it, what I want to do is I want to create a filter. So what I'm doing is I'm creating a filter that is going to show me, that is going to collect all the mails that come from memberalert@mail.10xmailer.com. So I'm going to go ahead and click create filter. And when I do that, it's going to ask me, okay, when a message arrives that matches that search, what do you want to do with it? Okay, well, I want to skip the inbox. So I don't want it to show up in my inbox. I want to apply a label. And this is what Gmail calls folders, is labels. So I'm going to go ahead and click apply the label. And then I can choose the label that I want to give it. And this is what folder it's going to put it in. And you see I've got folders down this side. Now, I haven't created a folder for 10x Mailer yet, so I'm going to need to create one. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to choose new label. And then it's going to ask me the name. Okay. So here is a little trick that I use for naming. And you can see that in some of my other folders that are on here. By default, Gmail is going to sort all your folders over there alphabetically. So what I like to do is put a 0 at the front of any of the ones that I want to appear at the top of the list. If I put a 0 at the front, then I know that no matter what I give the name, if the name starts with a 0, it's going to appear at the top, in the top of the list. So I group them by saying, so sites which I think are high converting sites that I would want to focus more attention on, I'll put a 0 at the beginning. So I'll say 0 and then 10x mailer. You can also put labels into groups, but I'm not going to worry about that today. So I'm just going to say 0 space 10x mailer. That's what it's going to create this new label. And I'm going to say create. And now it's returned me back here and it's saying apply the label 0 10x mailer. Now, what else do I want it to do? Well, I don't want to ever send it to spam. So what this is going to do is it's going to make sure that none of the mails coming from memberalert@mail.10xmailer.com end up in the spam folder, which is important. I don't want the mail that I want to earn credits from ending up in the spam folder where I won't see it. So I wanted to make sure that I did that. So I'm skipping the inbox, applying the label, and never sending to spam. Okay. Now, I can also apply this to 40 matching conversations, which means that's 40 emails from memberalert@mail.10xmailer.com that Gmail found that are already in my inbox. So I'm going to say, yes, apply that filter to the 40 matching conversations. And what it's going to do is it's going to take all of these emails that are in my inbox now from 10x Mailer and put them in that folder right now. It won't just apply to the new mails coming in. It will also apply to the existing mails in my inbox. So I'm going to go ahead and say create filter. And when I do that, then you can see it's now created over here this 10x mailer folder, 0 10x mailer. And you can now, it's returned me back to my inbox. And notice there's no emails here anymore from 10x mailer because they're all over here. It shows 39 unread emails in a 0 10x mailer folder. And so they're all there. So when I need to earn credits from 10x mailer, I can click over here on this folder. And here's all my emails from 10x mailer. And any new mail that comes in from 10x mailer is going to get added straight to this folder. See that? See how slick that is? So now I'm going to go back to my inbox and I'm going to create it for the next site. So let's say top tier mailer. So I'm going to click on top tier mailer. And then I'm going to say, where did it come from? It came from memberalert@mail.toptiermailer.com. And this works for not just my site, but, and then I just copy that to clipboard, but for any sites, because almost all sites send their mail from 1 or 2 email addresses. So then I'm going to go up here. I'm going to pull down the little search tab. I'm going to say I want it from memberalert@mail.toptiermailer, create a filter. I want to skip the inbox because the whole idea is don't put it in the inbox. I want to apply the label and then I'm going to create a new label. And this one's going to be 0, top tier mailer. Now, these kind of filters, you can create virtually unlimited filters inside Gmail. So let's wait for that to catch up. I don't want to ever send it to spam. And I want it also to match the matching conversations. Create filter. It's going to take all these mails from top tier mailer and it's going to put them over here. So then what you can do is as you start analyzing your traffic and you start to see, hey, you know, this site is performing really well for me and giving me traffic that's turning into signups. Well, you can change it so that its name has a 0 on it. And you can change ones that aren't doing well for you. And let's say put a 1 in front of it instead of a 0. And I'll show you how to do that later. So you see, we've got 0 top tier mailer over here now. Now, Gmail's running a little slow, probably because my mailbox is so full. That's why we're waiting here for it to return us back to the inbox while it's going through its process of finding all the mails that are from memberalert@mail.toptiermailer. I'm going to just see if I can bypass it and go straight back to the inbox myself. Okay, you see it hasn't moved all the mail because this mail's still here. It's still working on that. So if I go through here and I create a folder, see, now I got this little pop-up box down here, your filter was created. If I do this for every safe list that I sign up for, then none of that safe list mail is going to end up in my inbox. It's all going to end up in the folders for the particular mailers and allow my inbox to not be full of chaos, and also for me to be able to actually go exactly where I need to earn credits and earn credits at just that site without the distraction of all the other mail from every other safe list I belong to. If you're using safe lists aggressively, you're probably going to belong to dozens of different sites. You're going to try out different sites. You're going to see what's working, see what's not working. New sites are going to come out. You're going to want to try those out because you're going to want to say, hey, is this new site converting well? So you're going to run tests. Remember, all this marketing is all an ongoing experiment. It's all an experiment, and you're constantly going to be trying things and experimenting with things, throwing away what isn't working and keeping what is. So we go through this process and we set up all these filters, then we'll have it all set up. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we're going to just speed this up a little so you don't have to sit and watch me do it for as long as it takes. Okay, so here we are back. Now you'll notice that not all of the emails disappeared from here. I thought I created filters for every one of the sites, but it looks like a couple of them got messed up. So I'm actually going to use that as an example. So if you look over here on the left-hand side, you'll see I've got folders for each of the different sites now, and that they have emails in them. And it shows here that, like, for instance, on Unlock Your List, that there's 35 mail, Web Biz Insider. And you'll notice there's a folder for top tier traffic with 44 mail in it, but for some reason, I still have top tier traffic mail here too. So something didn't quite go right. And then you'll notice over here, I have split test mailer, and it doesn't have any mail in it. The mail's still over here. So these things are going to happen because, hey, it's technology, and technology never works the way it's supposed to. So if you end up with some mail that didn't go into the right folder, just go back and create a filter again using this mail that's left. Sometimes you'll find that some sites send mail from more than one email address. So you may have to set up 2 or 3 filters that go to the same folder in order to catch all the mail from that site. Like Herculist is a good example of that. So I'm just going to create 2 new filters for top tier traffic and for split test mailer, even though I really already did this and this mail should be in there. But hopefully the second time will be the charm. So let's just see. I'm going to skip the inbox, apply the label. Now here, I'm not going to create a new label because I already have a label for top tier traffic. So I'm just going to pick it off the list. Scroll down, and because I put that 0 in front, they all appear at the top. And they're, of course, then in alphabetical order inside. So here's top tier traffic. So I didn't have to create a new label because I already had one from the last time I created it. And let's apply that to the matching conversations and create the filter. Again, when you do this, it may take a minute for it to come back, but it says, okay, my filter was created. Okay, so what happens if I go back to the inbox now? Is the top tier traffic mail still there? No, it's gone. Okay, great. Okay, so now I've got split test mailer here. So let's go ahead and grab this split test mailer mail. So if I click on it, click on it, and then select the address. Sometimes you'll have to pull down that little drop down to see the address. Sometimes you see the address right here. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to pull down the thing. I'm going to put in from address, create a filter. I want that mail to skip the inbox. I want to apply the label. Again, I already created one for split test mailer, so I can just select it. Don't send it to spam. Apply it to the 42 matching conversations. Create filter. Your filter was created. Go back to the inbox. And when I get back here to the inbox, you'll see that all of my mail, which is coming in from other members from all the safe lists, is now gone. And it's never going to appear here again as long as those sites keep mailing from the addresses that I set up in the filters. Now, if I get any mail in here that isn't supposed to be here and should be in one of those folders, all I have to do is click on it, get the address it came from, and then set up a new filter and put it in the right box. So now all my incoming mail is organized. Now, every time I join a new safe list, as soon as I join and some mail starts coming in and showing up in my inbox, what do? I take that mail and I create a filter and I create a new box for that. So if I go and I join a emailer, then what I'm going to do is as soon as a emailer's mail starts showing up here, create a filter, create a box for a mailer, send it all there. And then whenever I need to earn credits from a mailer, I can go over here, scroll down, find the site that I need to earn the credits at, click on it. If I wanted to earn credits, top tier mailer. And here's all the top tier mailer mail that I've got on my list here. So it is that easy to be able to organize things. And when you do that, which is pretty much essential if you want to use safe lists because of the volume of mail you'll be receiving. When you do that, it allows you to control the chaos. And controlling the chaos is part of the key to being consistent. So that's one part of the chaos that we were buried under that was keeping us from getting results taken care of. Now our mailbox is organized. So in just a half an hour, we've sorted this all out and all our mail is now where it's supposed to be. Now, the other thing is we haven't been sending our promotions. So what are we going to send out today? Well, as I mentioned, I haven't created the emails for Maximum Launch Profits or Profit Maximizer yet. So I only have one choice right now, and that is that I'm going to send Instagram Bible. And I want to send it as a Supercharged Solo Ad. And I also want to send it from the Your Viral Network because those are the two traffic sources that I have set up right now. Is that ideal since I already sent it there a few days ago? No, of course not. But I've got the credits and I want to send a mail today. I could have waited and I could have written emails and then sent it out. But I wanted to do this on our recorded session here today. So I'm going to do this first. Then I'm going to write the emails for these two in those bonus videos I'm going to create for you. And then tomorrow I'll be able to get on to a proper schedule. So let's go ahead and let's send these out. So as I mentioned, I just want to go in here. I've already logged into WebBiz Insider over here on one of my accounts. So, but I need the email. I need the actual copy that I want to send to these. And that's stored in your viral list. I have the login page here set up, but of course I forgot my login info. So what did I do? I went to the login page, and then let's do it. I went to the login page. I clicked on forgot your password. I put in my email address and sent myself a password reminder email. Now that I have the password reminder email, I can come over here. There it is. Click on it. And then right inside that email is my members area URL. Now, you can see from your viral list here that I now have 4 list members. So I've picked up signups since the last recording that we did. So since I sent out those emails, well, that's interesting. So I now have 4 people on my list. So if I look over here, I can see over here that I've had 0 subscribers today. This is today. I didn't get any yesterday, but I got 2 on, that would have been Sunday, and I got 1 on Saturday. So I got 1 on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. And then down here, I can see how much traffic I've sent. 229 visitors, 170 visitors, 201, 59, and 15. So I now have 4 members on my list, and I've only promoted this twice, the same report twice. Once as a Supercharged Solo ad, and once as a 1,000 credit email sent out to each of the 20 safe lists that are in Your Viral Network. So from just those 2 promotion activities, I've added 4 people to my list thus far. So I'm pretty excited. I want to send some more emails. So where is the email that I created to promote Instagram Bible? It's stored in the email wizard. So I'm going to click on Email Wizard, Display Emails. Remember, we created this a couple of videos ago. Here's my email. Are other marketers secretly overtaking you? Now, remember, I sent this out to a Supercharged Solo ad, and I also sent this out to Your Viral Network just a couple of days ago. So I don't really want to send it necessarily with the same subject line. So when we put this in, I'm going to actually come up with a new subject line, but I'll send the email body will be the same. So let's go ahead and let's send that out. So I'm going to go over here to Web Biz Insider, and I'm going to send it out to Your Viral Network first. So I'm going to say send emails, send an email. Congratulations, I have enough credits to email the entire membership of 4,324. Of course, you have to earn credits, and I'm not doing all the earning credits while on video because, hey, you got to actually earn the credits, not watch me earning the credits. So let's just go ahead and do this. So I'm going to email the 4,324 members at Web Biz Insider. So it tells me I can't send my email today. So I'm going to click here to schedule my email. And the earliest that I can send my email is tomorrow because apparently I've already sent an email today. So here we go. I'm going to click on the 13th. Now, what time do I want to send it? Again, remember what I said in an earlier video. Generally, you want to go by US Eastern Time, and in US Eastern Time, you want to mail between 7 and 10 a.m. Any day, 7 days a week. And then you can also mail in the evenings if you want, but I would mail in the evenings any day except Friday night and Saturday night, and I would typically do that between 6 p.m. US Eastern Time and 9 p.m. US Eastern Time. So this is 9 a.m. US Eastern Time, which is one of the defaults that just loads in here. Well, let me tell you a little trick. Don't do it at the default because then your mail's going to go out at the same time as 10 other people who never changed this. So instead of sending it at 9, let's send it at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. That way mine's going to go a little bit before everybody else's who didn't change that value. And now it wants the email details. So as I said, I think we need to create a new subject line so that we're not using the same subject line over and over and over again. So let's go look at the email. So the email's about getting lots of traffic from Instagram, but you don't know where to start because this is for the Instagram Bible. So I'm just going to write a new subject line. Instagram to send you loads of traffic. So that's different, but obviously still in the same subject line. Still in the same subject area, but the actual subject line's different. I'm going to copy the email body. I'm going to paste that in. And then I need to put the URL also down here. So I've already got it here. So I'm going to select this, copy it, paste that in, and then I'm going to say to check my email links. Now I have to test these URLs. So I'm going to click on that. Please wait while we test it. You just have to wait. It takes 10 seconds or so. And then it's going to pop up, say it was approved. There it is, approved, approved. Now, if that loaded up and it was an error page, that's an indication to you, hey, wait, my URL might be wrong. So use that for your own checking too, to make sure that the site that's coming up is what you intended. So now I go to next step. Now it's telling me, it's going through the list and of all the sites, and it's telling me what other sites I can mail tomorrow and how many in Your Viral Network. So I got to wait until it goes all the way down through. Okay, so it says I can't mail split test mailer, all active mailer, unlock your list, your success mailer, and home income mailer. And it says I can't because another email from these sites is blocking these time slots. That means I've already scheduled a mail at these 5 sites for tomorrow. So therefore, I can't add another mail into the same day because this is a premium account. I'm only allowed to mail once per day. So I can't mail those, but I can mail all these. So that's fine. I'll take that. So I'm going to say, approve this email to be sent at WebBiz Insider and the checked sites. And it's going to go through, and it actually cloned it at all those sites. And there it is. Get Instagram to send you loads of traffic. It's going to 4,324 people at this site, right? So that has now been sent out. So now I want to go back to my promotion plan, and I want to say, well, I did send out of Your Viral Network, but it's not going out until tomorrow. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to put it here instead. And then this one I'm just going to delete, because obviously I'm not sending anything at Your Viral Network today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mark this one as red again. So there we go, red, because I didn't email that day. And this one is now scheduled to go, so I can mark that as green. It's done. Green. So Your Viral Network is now booked through until Wednesday. Well, what about Supercharged Solo Ads? I'd like to send out one for Instagram Bible at Supercharged Solo Ads. Well, if I go back over here, in WebBiz Insider is where I am, but it could be any of Your Viral sites you can send the mail from, and it'll clone it to the rest. And I want to scroll down, and I want to find Supercharged Solo Ads. And I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to go into Supercharged Solo Ads. And then over here, I'm going to say I want to send an email. Send an email. Congratulations, you have enough credits to send your email. Oh, it's going to let me send it today. Great. Today's the 12th. It's saying, what time do you want to send it? And it's randomly chose 2 p.m. Well, it's already after 2 p.m. when I'm recording this, so it doesn't really matter. If I tell it 2 p.m., it'll just send it right away because it's already after 2 p.m. And I want it to send it right away, so that's fine. So now I'm going to click to enter my email info. Same thing here, different subject line. I don't even necessarily want to use the same subject line that I just used over at the other ones. How about I change it up a little bit more? This social media site bring you signups. Right? That's going to cause people to be curious. What social media site are we talking about? I need to go and see where I can get some signups from social media, right? So that's what people are going to think about. So I just changed the subject line. Email body's the same. So I'm going to copy that, switch back over to Supercharged Solo Ads. Here we are. That's fine. I don't need to change this. I just changed subject line to get more people to open it. And then I paste it in there and I do the same thing. Check my email links. Okay, got to check the site. Again, click on it. It pops it in the little over window. I make sure that this is indeed the site that I had intended to promote. It looks right. So that's fine. And now I say, okay a second time because Chrome likes to double it. And then do next step, and pow. So now you can see that one has been sent out here. And you see, here's the one that I sent earlier. So this one was sent. It went out to 47,000 people, and it's gotten 468 clicks so far. So that's 468 visitors that went and visited the Instagram Bible lead capture page from this one solo ad I sent out of Supercharged Solo Ads. This one will send out right away, and it will probably do similarly. So now I've gone ahead and I've set that email up at Supercharged Solo Ads. So I can go back over here to my calendar and I can mark that one as green. Green. So it's good to have more green going up on the board. So now what I'm going to do now, we're going to wrap up this session. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and I am going to, in the bonus videos I'm going to record, I'm going to create emails for maximum launch profits, profit maximizer. And then I'm going to come back in here tomorrow. And in tomorrow's video, I'm going to go ahead here on Wednesday. And for my Supercharged Solo ad, I'm going to send out maximum launch profits. Okay. And then the other thing we're going to do tomorrow is we're going to send some emails at other safe lists. And over there, we're going to promote Profit Maximizer. That's my plan for tomorrow. Hopefully, everything will go to plan. I'm going to mark this block as red because this is for today. And I'm not sending anything out from the other safe list today. So we'll mark that one as light red. So tomorrow, our goal will be to come in here and send out emails at maximum launch profits, Profit Maximizer, and maybe schedule one for Your Viral Network for the next day, for Thursday. And that's how we'll keep going forward. So, what we covered here tonight, we went through and we came from a situation where everything was not going according to plan, and we just kind of tried to get it back under control. You have to remember that everything is not going to be perfect all the time. All you have to do is try to be as consistent as possible and know that the more consistent you are, the more consistently that you stay as close to the plan as possible, the better results you get. So we've been off more than we've been on thus far, this far in. But what we're going to do is during the rest of the time, we're going to start scheduling things in advance, because when you can schedule things in advance, then it takes away, well, something came up and I couldn't send out my Supercharged Solo ad today. Well, if I have all my Supercharged Solo ads scheduled out 3 days or 4 days in advance, then if I have one off day, it doesn't mean I didn't have a mail going out that day, because I actually scheduled today's email 3 days ago. And that's what we're going to work towards, so that we're always a couple of days out, not too far out, because we want to be able to analyze the result and change our mind. But the reality is, if you change your mind, you can go in and delete the mail before it's sent and switch it for something else too. And we're going to end up doing that as we go further along in the process. I really appreciate everybody coming here tonight. As usual, it is your support and your focus to come here and join me on this journey is very much appreciated. And I hope that you're finding this content very useful and that it's helping you to figure out the key things you need to get a handle on in order to build your 250-person email list over the next 30 days. So we'll just meet back here tomorrow. If you want to leave any comments or you have any questions, then you can do it right under this video in the comments here on YouTube. And of course, I always appreciate any likes, shares, or anything you can do to help spread the word so that more people can learn about how you can make money online without having to try to sell to strangers, which of course is the mistake that so many people make. So thanks for coming, and we'll see you again tomorrow.